Welcome to this deep dive. We're really digging into what it means to become parents today.
Yeah, we've gone through this whole collection of sources, articles, stories, notes, all about this, well, this massive transition.
It is massive. So our mission here is to pull out the key insights, right?
Exactly. We're unpacking the emotional stuff, the physical changes, how it hits your relationship, even the deeper foundations, maybe spiritual aspects for some.
And the sources cover the whole timeline.
Pretty much from finding out through, all the trimesters, the birth itself.
And those wild first few weeks at home.
Right. And it also gets into how roles change for moms, for dads.
Navigating family, friends, all that input you get.
And finding support,
Mm.
including faith, which comes up quite a bit.
There's always that mix, isn't there? Like pure excitement.
Indefinite anxiety.
Yeah.
Everyone feels it,
You hear it all the time. Everything changes.
and the sources agree, but they add something important,
What's that?
that it's a worthwhile change. It's, wonderful, delightful, definitely challenging.
But so worth it. That phrase pops up a lot.
It really does.
Yeah.
So let's start maybe with that first wave of emotion.
Yeah.
When you realize, okay, this is happening.
Okay, yeah. That initial landscape, you've got the excitement, maybe some shock,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, anxiety's in there too. And suddenly it feels like everyone has something to say.
Oh, totally.
Mm-hmm.
You get the warnings, the naysayers, as some sources call them, focusing on the hard parts.
Right.
But amidst that, there's this really powerful theme about love.
The love, tell me more.
Well, one mother actually put it so strongly. She said there's absolutely no way, zero, that you can understand how much you will love your child until you have a child.
Wow. That's quite a statement.
It is. And I think it resonates because so much of the pre-baby talk is about, losing sleep, the cost.
The difficulties.
Exactly. But this love, she called it the last great unopened chamber of your heart that doesn't unlock until you have a baby.
Huh. Like a capacity you didn't even know you had.
Precisely. It's profound, maybe even overwhelming. People talk loads about the challenges, but maybe not enough about this love.
That really shifts the perspective. Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. This tiny person doesn't just change you, they rewrite the whole couple dynamic.
Oh, absolutely. The
Yeah.
sources are super clear on this. Like Dr. Greg Smalley's point,
Yeah.
it's pretty stark.
It is.
He says, having a child is going to intensify everything in the relationship. The good will be even better, but the bad will be magnified by 1,000%.
Magnified by 1,000%. That sounds intense.
It is, when you factor in the stress, the exhaustion,
And
hormones.
sleep deprivation alone.
Right. Even tiny disagreements that you'd normally brush off can suddenly feel huge.
So what are the common triggers? What makes the bad stuff amplify?
Honestly, it can be almost anything. Short tempers from no sleep.
Mm.
Different ideas about who does what.
Misunderstanding.
Big time. Thinking silence means anger when it's just exhaustion. Things just balloon.
Okay, so given that intensity, what's the main advice for couples trying to navigate this?
The one thing that comes up again and again is keep short accounts.
Keep short accounts. Practically speaking, what does that look like when you can barely keep your eyes open?
It means actively giving each other some slack.
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt is huge.
Assuming the best, even when it's hard.
Exactly. Offering grace not just for big blow-ups, but for the everyday little things, the forgetting stuff.
Just napping, maybe.
Yeah. And being really, really quick to forgive. Don't let stuff simmer.
Because it'll boil over fast in that environment.
You got it.
Yeah.
And expectations. That's another big one mentioned in a story, even before baby.
Ah, yes, the story about the wife reading magazines.
Right. She developed these ideas about grand gestures, gifts, a specific kind of getaway.
That her husband just wasn't tuned into.
Exactly. He was loving, just practical, didn't cross his mind. So when those things didn't happen, she felt really let down.
Not because he didn't care, but because they hadn't talked about it.
Precisely. The hurt came from unspoken expectations.
So the lesson is just talk. Talk about everything, even the stuff that feels assumed.
Brutally honest communication, yes.
Okay.
It heads off so much potential hurt.
Okay. And speaking of getaways, the sources do mention a fun pre-baby idea.
The baby moon.
Yes.
A trip focused just on the two of you. Downtime, romance.
Connecting before the beautiful chaos.
Exactly. Ideas range from, fancy dinners,
Yeah.
couples massage.
Or just quiet time together, taking pictures.
Definitely capture the moment,
Okay.
but also keep the schedule light.
Right, because pregnancy energy is unpredictable. That story about the uphill hike.
Yeah. What seems easy normally might feel like climbing Everest. A scenic drive is probably better than a marathon.
Laugh slightly.
Yeah.
Good point. Connection, not exertion.
That's the goal.
Okay, so baby moon done. How do couples keep that connection alive during the pregnancy and especially after the baby's here when intimacy gets complicated?
Yeah, the sources are very real about this. Paying attention to needs physical, emotional, which can be super different postpartum. It notes that men might feel ready for sex sooner than women often do.
And for women, there's the healing, the hormones, just being completely drained.
Right. Getting in the mood can feel like a joke sometimes.
So the advice isn't just have sex?
No, not initially. It's about finding other ways to connect first, like holding hands, cuddling, talking without interruption.
Small things that maintain closeness.
Exactly. And prioritizing privacy, which might mean getting creative.
Like the couple who moved the bassinet into the closet.
Chuckles, yeah, just for a bit, to reclaim their space. Whatever works.
And then there's the idea of actually scheduling sex. Sounds clinical,
You can feel that way, yeah. Takes the spontaneity out, for sure.
but necessary sometimes.
Dr. Slattery suggests it can be. For a season. Especially for the woman, it allows mental prep. Maybe choosing a time when you're not both dead on your feet.
Intentionality over spontaneity when needed.
That's it. And the spiritual side comes up too.
How so?
Drawing closer to God, individually and together, providing that extra bit of grace, patience, kindness.
Which you definitely need.
You really do. Ultimately, while it changes everything, the message is that the marriage can get stronger through this.
With work.
With intentional work, yeah. Communication, meeting needs. Joshua Rogers puts it simply, whatever happens, take care of your marriage after you have a baby.
Seems fundamental. Okay, let's shift gears. The personal journey. Because pregnancy itself, it's a wild ride for your body and mind.
Oh, huge physical changes.
Yeah.
Beyond the belly, right?
Totally.
First trimester stuff mentioned include, the classic morning sickness.
Which isn't always just in the morning and can last forever for some.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Back pain, tender breasts, peeing constantly, that crazy sense of smell. Later on, aches as everything stretches, feeling out of breath.
Oh, times.
Smiling. But hey, there are some unexpected perks that get mentioned.
Kirks, do tell.
Well, some women get amazing hair, stronger nails, hormones and vitamins doing their thing.
Okay.
And the bigger breasts, noted as functional, obviously, but also appreciated by husbands, let's say.
Fox. Fair enough. But okay, the flip side, the body blues, that's real too.
Very real. Fear of ruining your body, weight gain, stretch marks, feeling unattractive.
Especially in our culture.
Right. It's a big vulnerability. The advice is mostly about embracing it, knowing it's different for everyone, and there's a beauty in the process itself.
And how can partners help with that, specifically husbands?
Big encouragement for husbands to tell their wives they're beautiful, inside and out.
Often.
Words of affirmation.
Definitely. And practical stuff, massages, baths, helping with nesting, cleaning, setting up furniture. Feeling supported makes a huge difference.
Makes sense. And for moms, that switch flips so fast, doesn't it? From pregnant to mother. One woman said it was like running 70 miles per hour and then I ran off a cliff.
That free fall feeling, yeah, it's common. And tied to that is perfectionism.
Oh, the pressure to be the perfect mom.
Intense, especially with social media showing only the shiny, happy moments.
You compare your messy reality to their highlight reel? Exactly. And feel like you're failing. The advice, let go of perfect.
Easier said than done.
For sure. For those with faith, it's about laying it at God's feet, committing to dependence, realizing you don't have to have it all figured out.
And related to that, accepting help.
Oh my gosh, yes, invaluable. Letting people bring meals, clean, hold the baby so you can shower or nap.
Don't try to be superwoman.
Please don't. Coming home to a clean house and food is described as, like, the best gift ever.
I bet. Okay, now for dads. Bonding can feel different at first, right? With a tiny newborn.
It can feel a bit awkward, yeah. The sources suggest starting during pregnancy.
Yeah.
Talking to the bump, singing, reading. Some dads swear the baby knew their voice.
Really?
Yeah. Looking at ultrasound pics together, feeling the kicks, making it real beforehand.
And dads also need to prep for the scale of change.
Absolutely. Mentally running through how everything changes. Routine, marriage, money, social life.
That quote, life certainly isn't about you anymore.
That's a big mental hurdle. A necessary one.
And the sources touch on stay-at-home dads.
Yeah, acknowledging it's more common now. Sometimes it just fits the dad's personality better, maybe more patience.
Challenges there too, though.
For sure. Unique challenges, societal stuff, but also the massive benefit of that deep involvement.
There's also a really profound point about the father's role specifically.
This one's powerful. The idea that you as a dad are the first picture your kids get of God the Father.
Wow. That's a heavy responsibility.
It's a privilege and a responsibility, and you will mess up. Everyone does.
Right.
But that's an opportunity, too, to model apologies, forgiveness, restoration. Kids learn so much from that.
Yeah.
Maybe more than from perfection.
That really reframes failure. And there was that great quote from the attorney's boss.
Yes. About being indispensable. The boss said, you're indispensable everywhere except with your family. Make them the priority.
Simple, but cuts through the noise, doesn't it?
Totally. It reminds you where your real value lies.
Okay, moving out from the immediate family. The wider world. New parents face an avalanche of opinions.
Oh, the unsolicited advice. And the horror stories. It comes from everywhere.
Friends, family, strangers commenting on your belly size.
Yep. Anecdotes about mother-in-laws making comments about crying babies. That
Wow.
happens.
How do you handle that? All the noise.
The consensus is,
Yeah.
you're the parents. Listen respectfully. Be kind, especially to family.
But ultimately,
Ultimately, you make the call. You have the final say for your child based on your convictions.
and planning ahead for family involvement around the birth seems key.
Crucial. Talk beforehand with your partner. Who's in the delivery room? Who visits when? For how long? Sensitive stuff like who holds the baby first.
Present a united front.
Yes. Saves so much stress later. One couple decided no overnight guests right away, even though friends did. They needed that bubble.
Makes sense. And community for new parents is also highlighted.
Hugely important,
Hmm.
especially for women. Girls need girls. Connecting is vital for well-being.
Even when exhausted.
Paradoxically, yes. Making the effort to see a friend can actually give you energy, and finding another mom with a similarly fussy baby, lifesaver, feeling less alone.
But social media can backfire here.
Often does. The comparison trap. Seeing only the good stuff makes your hard reality feel worse.
So real connections over online ones.
Prioritize face-to-face, definitely.
And for dads, finding time for friends.
It's tough, but important. Coordinate childcare, take turns. Make space for those outside connections, too.
What about community for the couple together?
Also vital. Small groups with other new parents, finding a mentor couple who's been there.
Someone to bounce ideas off.
Yeah, get neutral advice, share the journey. Setting up your go-to people beforehand is smart.
Okay, let's talk about the main event, birth. D-Day, as one source called it. Preparation involves choices.
Big choices. Your doctor or midwife, the setting hospital, birth center, home, and the birth plan.
Right, the birth plan, outlining preferences for labor, delivery, baby's first hours, comfort measures, interventions.
It's a good communication tool for the medical team.
But
But keep it in perspective. That's the universal message. The goal is healthy mom, healthy baby. Full stop.
because plans often change.
Almost always, it seems.
Mhm.
You might need Pitocin, maybe assistance like a vacuum, maybe an unplanned C-section.
Things happen.
Things happen. So talk to your doctor beforehand about why interventions might happen. Understand the what-ifs. Know the logistics, like fewer people in the OR for a C-section.
The stories shared really hit this home. Cord around the neck, breech baby. Plans change fast.
They do. But focusing on that healthy baby goal helps put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Trusting the medical team, trusting God, if that's your framework, that comes up a lot.
Okay, baby's here, healthy, now you bring them home, which sounds like another shockwave.
Totally. That feeling of they're just letting us leave with him. One mom of twins said, don't I have to pass a test?
Buckles?
Yeah.
Right. You need a test to drive a car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And expectations versus reality, they collide hard. You picture downtime, getting stuff done.
Reality is not that.
Far less rest. Maybe barely leaving the house. Adjusting expectations is key. Take it one day, maybe 1 hour at a time.
It's the only way.
It is. Sleeplessness defines those early weeks. That phrase, the days are long, but the years are short.
Yeah.
It's painfully true.
But there are moments of joy, too.
Oh, absolutely. Just staring at the baby. Pure bliss. But yeah, the adjustment is tough.
And the baby blues are part of that.
Very common. A temporary hormonal slump usually lasts a couple of weeks. Irritable, tearful, anxious.
What helps?
Simple stuff. A nap while someone else holds the baby. Help with chores. It makes a difference.
But then there's postpartum depression, PPD. That's different.
Very different. It's more severe, needs treatment. It can hit anyone,
Oh,
even
yeah.
with great support. You can't just snap out of it.
It's complex.
Physical, emotional, spiritual factors. A traumatic birth can contribute. Getting help, physical, emotional, spiritual, is crucial.
And recognizing your own limits. That's important too.
Vital. If you feel overwhelmed, angry, put the baby somewhere safe, like the crib. Walk away for a moment. Calm down.
Pushing past your limits is dangerous.
It can lead to doing something you really regret. Know your edge.
Yet, despite all this intensity, people still call these early weeks some of the best years. That paradox again.
It's the hardest job you'll ever love, right? The exhaustion and the profound joy, all tangled up.
Okay, as we wrap up, let's touch on some deeper themes, like family history.
Yeah, becoming a parent often dredges up stuff from your own childhood. Family baggage,
Like what?
unresolved issues with your parents, maybe effects of divorce, fears of abandonment. It can all resurface.
While you're sleep-deprived and hormonal, great timing.
Smiling slightly.
Right.
But the good news, the really freeing part, is you're creating a new family, a fresh start.
A clean slate, regardless of your background.
Exactly. But you could also learn from your parents' struggles, see patterns you might fall into.
Like maybe anger or harsh words.
Uh-huh. And consciously work against them. Lots of grace needed. For yourself, your partner.
And examining traditions comes up too.
Yeah, looking at traditions from both sides of the family. Deciding together what to keep, what to adapt, what to leave behind for your new unit.
Being intentional about it.
Very intentional. And for many, faith is a huge anchor through all this.
How does that play out in the sources?
Drawing closer to God, trusting His plan, even when things are hard, like a difficult diagnosis or loss. Praying for your kids. That comes up a lot.
And the idea of a successful family gets reframed.
Yeah, less about outward stuff, more about internal qualities.
Yeah.
Humility, gentleness, patience, love, unity, things rooted in faith.
And defining your own family's big picture.
Right.
Priorities.
Right. What matters most to you? Love, security, consistency. Some couples even write a family mission statement.
Like a blueprint.
Sort of an artist rendering of what you hope to build, trusting that if the vision comes from God, you can achieve it.
It sounds like parenthood itself is seen as a calling.
A calling, yeah.
Yeah.
One that forces you to learn service in new ways, exposes all your weak spots.
And calls you to grow.
Calls you to deeper Christ-likeness, as some put it. Like it finishes the work of marriage in shaping who you are.
Wow. Okay. That really was a deep dive. So much ground covered, pulling from all those different experiences.
Yeah, we hit the emotional roller coaster, the relationship shifts,
Yeah.
the physical journey, the social pressures, birth, those first intense weeks, and the deeper stuff too, family history, faith.
It's clear it's challenging, definitely messy, stretches you thin.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But that other message is just as strong. It's filled with this incredible joy and love.
That refrain, so worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remembering, the days are long, but the years are short. That helps frame the tough moments.
It really does. So maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Yeah.
How might embracing the sheer unpredictability of it all, the messiness, instead of clinging to some perfect plan, how might that actually open you up to the unique blessings and the specific growth that's waiting for your family on this journey?